It is raining right now. You turn your wipers on. They screech across the glass, like nails on a chalkboard. They leave thick streaks of water across your field of vision. You lean forward, squinting through the smeared windshield. This is a genuine safety hazard, happening on millions of vehicles simultaneously. Auto parts stores sell replacement wiper blades for $25 to $45 per blade. They train their counterstaff to recommend replacement the moment you describe any streaking. They built a $2 billion annual replacement industry on a rubber chemistry problem that costs $1 to solve. Your wiper blade rubber is almost certainly not worn out. It is contaminated. A microscopic film of road oil, traffic exhaust residue, and silicone wax is coating the wiping edge. This film prevents the rubber from making clean direct contact with the glass surface. A $1 bottle of rubbing alcohol at any pharmacy eliminates this contamination completely. The rubber edge beneath the film is still perfectly flexible and perfectly functional. It wipes glass with factory precision the moment the contamination is removed. No replacement blades required. No installation fees necessary. No auto parts store visit authorized. This is the rubber maintenance chemistry that blade manufacturers buried to protect their replacement revenue. The wiper blade replacement industry is a masterpiece of manufactured obsolescence. They sell you a rubber product and simultaneously ensure that rubber product appears to fail prematurely. Understanding this requires understanding the chemical environment your wiper blades operate in. Your wiper blades make contact with every substance that lands on your windshield. Rain carries dissolved minerals and atmospheric pollutants from the air. Road spray carries tire rubber particles, oil residue, and road surface chemicals. Automatic car washes apply silicone-based protectant products to your glass during the rinse cycle. Hand wax and detailing products deposit silicone compounds on your painted surfaces. Wind carries these silicone compounds onto your glass continuously during driving. Every one of these substances deposits a thin film layer onto your windshield surface. And every time your wipers cycle across the glass, they collect this film onto the rubber edge. The film builds up, layer by layer, over weeks and months of driving. Silicone compounds are particularly problematic for wiper performance. Silicone is a low surface energy material that resists contact with both water and rubber. When silicone film coats the rubber wiping edge, it creates a release layer between the rubber and the glass. The rubber can no longer grip the glass surface during the wiping stroke. Instead of dragging water cleanly off the glass, the blade skims across the silicone film. Water remains on the glass in broad streaks and smears. The screeching noise occurs when the rubber intermittently grips and slips across the silicone layer. Manufacturers understand this failure mode completely. They formulated windshield washer fluids with compounds that deposit additional film on the glass. They partnered with car wash chains to apply silicone protectants that accelerate wiper degradation. They designed blade packaging with prominent 6-month replacement recommendations printed on the box. The entire ecosystem is engineered to drive replacement purchases on the fastest possible schedule. The rubber itself is perfectly capable of lasting 3 to 4 years under normal conditions. The contamination film engineered into the driving environment makes it appear to fail within 6 months. Isopropyl alcohol dissolves every component of this contamination film simultaneously. It dissolves hydrocarbon road oil through solvent action. It dissolves silicone compounds through polar interaction. It dissolves mineral deposits through chemical solubilization. It evaporates completely without leaving any residue on the rubber surface. The clean rubber edge that emerges performs identically to a brand new blade. This is not a temporary fix. The contamination that built up over months is eliminated in one 60-second cleaning procedure. The blade performs at factory specification until contamination accumulates again. A monthly 60-second cleaning cycle maintains permanent factory performance at zero ongoing cost. The polymer chemistry of wiper blade rubber is completely documented materials science. Wiper blades are manufactured from a natural rubber and synthetic rubber blend. The most common synthetic component is EPDM rubber, the same material we discussed in the brake caliper episode. EPDM provides excellent UV and ozone resistance that pure natural rubber cannot match. The rubber compound is precision extruded and vulcanized to create a specific cross-section geometry. This geometry creates a wiping edge with carefully controlled flexibility and contact pressure. The edge is designed to maintain consistent contact with the glass throughout the entire wipe arc. At the molecular level, the rubber surface is not smooth. It contains billions of polymer chain, ends projecting from the surface. These chain ends create a microscopically textured surface that grips the glass during wiping. This molecular texture is what allows clean rubber to drag water completely off the glass surface. When contamination film coats these polymer chain ends, the texture is buried under a smooth film layer. The molecular grip mechanism is eliminated by the contamination layer. Isopropyl alcohol penetrates the contamination film and breaks its adhesion to the rubber surface. The dissolved film is wiped away with a clean cloth. The polymer chain ends are re-exposed to the surface. The molecular grip mechanism is restored completely. This restoration is chemically identical to the condition of a brand new blade fresh from its packaging. The rubber has not aged. It has not worn. It has not lost flexibility. It was simply buried under a chemistry problem that a $1 solvent eliminates completely. This channel has now reached the final stretch of our Automotive Chemical Secrets series. Subscribe right now because the last 2 chapters contain the most financially dangerous knowledge in this entire vault. Next week, we expose the interior windshield contamination mystery completely. We reveal the $1 white vinegar that eliminates the plasticizer fog that makes night driving genuinely dangerous. In our final chapter, we expose the hard water spot etching industry. We reveal the $2 distilled vinegar that dissolves calcium deposits and saves $300 paint correction bills. Share this with every driver squinting through streaked glass in the rain right now. Hit the like button and push this polymer chemistry into the algorithm. Stay right here because the blade restoration protocol begins immediately. You must understand the full scope of what contamination does to wiper performance. A clean wiper blade maintains what engineers call a hydrokinetic wiping action. The rubber edge contacts the glass at a precise attack, angle engineered into the blade holder. As the blade moves across the glass, it creates a thin water film ahead of the wiping edge. The rubber then physically squeegees this film off the glass in a single clean pass. This action requires 3 simultaneous conditions to function correctly. First, the rubber edge must have sufficient flexibility to conform to the glass curvature. Second, the rubber surface must have sufficient friction to grip the glass during the stroke. Third, the glass surface must be free of substances that reduce rubber to glass friction. Contamination on the rubber edge destroys condition 2 directly. Contamination on the glass surface destroys condition 3 simultaneously. Both failure modes produce identical symptoms from the driver's perspective. Streaking, smearing, and screeching indicate friction deficit between the rubber and the glass. Most drivers and most shop staff assume this friction deficit means the rubber is worn out. They replace the blade, and the new rubber performs well initially on the clean glass surface. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the new blade accumulates the same contamination film as the old one. The streaking returns on precisely the same schedule as before. The driver returns for another $45 replacement blade. The replacement cycle repeats indefinitely on a 6-week billing schedule. The blade manufacturer's internal quality engineers know exactly how long their products last in clean conditions. They know the rubber lasts 3 to 4 years without contamination. They know their customers replace blades every 6 months due to contamination. They know a $1 cleaning procedure eliminates the replacement cycle entirely. Their annual replacement revenue depends completely on customers never learning this chemistry. A driver spending $90 per year on replacement blades over 10 years spends $900 total. A driver using monthly alcohol cleaning spends $1 once and maintains perfect wiper performance for the vehicle lifetime. The blade replacement industry cannot fund global manufacturing on $1 per customer lifetime. They require the contamination replacement cycle to maintain their revenue completely. The financial mathematics are simple and infuriating. A pair of quality wiper blades costs $45 to $70 at any auto parts store. Installed by a shop with labor, they reach $80 to $120 per Pascal IR. Recommended replacement interval is every 6 to 12 months. Over 10 years of vehicle ownership, you spend $450 to $700 on replacement blades alone. This assumes you replace them on schedule, rather than waiting until visibility becomes dangerous. Drivers who ignore degraded wipers until they are truly worn spend less, but drive with compromised safety. A 32-ounce bottle of 70% isopropyl alcohol costs exactly $1. One bottle provides enough alcohol for monthly blade cleaning for over 5 years. Total wiper maintenance cost with monthly alcohol cleaning is $1 over 5 years. Blade replacement costs $70 per year, and the contamination problem returns within 6 weeks. Alcohol cleaning costs $1 per FIV years, and the blade performs at factory specification continuously. The wiper blade replacement industry cannot survive on $1 per FIV, your customer spending. They require your ignorance of rubber contamination chemistry to maintain their global revenue. Your streaking wipers are a $70 annual billing event, built entirely on a $1 chemistry problem. Here is the exact wiper blade restoration protocol. This procedure takes exactly 60 seconds per blade. You need only a bottle of 70% isopropyl alcohol and 2 clean microfiber cloths. Step 1. Purchase 70% isopropyl alcohol from any pharmacy. The same bottle you used for the MAF sensor cleaning, and the AC mold treatment works perfectly here. One bottle serves triple duty across 3 different restoration procedures in this series. Step 2. Lift the wiper blade arm away from the windshield until it locks in the raised position. Most wiper arms have a locking pivot that holds the arm perpendicular to the windshield. This position allows full access to the rubber wiping edge without the arm springing back. Be cautious with older wiper arms that have weakened springs. If the arm snaps back against the glass without a blade installed, it can crack the windshield. Keep one hand on the arm at all times during the procedure. Step 3. Fold a clean microfiber cloth into a small firm pad. Pour a generous amount of isopropyl alcohol onto the cloth until it is thoroughly saturated. Step 4. Grip the wiper blade firmly with your non-dominant hand. Press the saturated cloth firmly against the rubber wiping edge with your dominant hand. Draw the cloth slowly along the entire length of the blade in a single continuous stroke. Maintain firm pressure throughout the entire stroke to ensure maximum solvent contact with the rubber edge. Step 5. Examine the cloth after the first stroke. You will see a distinct gray, brown, or black residue transferred from the rubber to the cloth. This visible residue is the contamination film that has been destroying your wiper performance. The amount of residue is often shocking to first-time users. Step 6. Rotate the cloth to a clean surface and repeat the wiping stroke. Continue repeating with fresh cloth surfaces until the cloth shows no visible residue transfer. Typically 3 to 5 strokes achieve complete contamination removal from a moderately contaminated blade. Severely contaminated blades from vehicles in high traffic, urban environments may require 7 to 8 strokes. Step 7. Perform a final stroke with a completely dry section of clean microfiber. This removes the last traces of dissolved contamination and any remaining alcohol residue. The rubber edge should now appear uniformly dark black with a slightly matte surface appearance. This matte appearance confirms the contamination film has been removed and the natural rubber texture is exposed. Step 8. Lower the blade arm back against the windshield carefully. Repeat the identical procedure on the rear wiper blade if your vehicle is equipped with one. Step 9. Clean the windshield glass surface thoroughly before testing wiper performance. Apply isopropyl alcohol to a clean cloth and wipe the entire glass surface in overlapping strokes. This removes the contamination film from the glass that was transferred from the blade during previous operation. A clean blade wiping contaminated glass will recontaminate immediately and appear to streak again. Both surfaces must be clean simultaneously for the restored performance to be fully apparent. Step 10. Activate the wiper blades at their highest speed setting to test restored performance. Apply water to the windshield using the washer fluid system. The blades should wipe the glass completely clean in a single pass with zero streaking or smearing. The screeching noise should be completely absent from the first stroke. If minor streaking persists, repeat the blade cleaning procedure with additional alcohol strokes. Occasional contamination from car wash silicone products requires more thorough cleaning than road film alone. Perform this cleaning procedure every 4 weeks as part of your regular vehicle maintenance routine. 4. Weekly cleaning prevents contamination from reaching the level that produces visible streaking. The entire maintenance program takes 60 seconds monthly and costs $0 after the initial $1 purchase. You just restored factory wiper performance using basic polymer surface chemistry for exactly $1. This is a direct assault on the 6-week replacement cycle, engineered into every set of wiper blades sold. Materials engineers have understood rubber surface contamination and solvent restoration for decades. The wiper blade replacement industry chose manufactured contamination over durable surface chemistry because replacement pays. Their 6-week replacement revenue model collapses against 60 seconds of $1 alcohol chemistry. Share this with every driver squinting through streaked glass on a rainy highway right now. Share it with anyone who has replaced wiper blades and watched them streak again within 2 months. Every view pulls another dollar from the contamination replacement cycle machine. Every subscription keeps this rubber chemistry knowledge permanently free and accessible. In the next video, we expose the interior windshield contamination mystery. We reveal the $1 white vinegar that cuts through plasticizer fog and eliminates dangerous nighttime glare permanently. We show you exactly what that greasy haze on the inside of your windshield actually is chemically. Stay disciplined, stay chemically informed, and clean your wiper blades before you ever replace them again.